So, John, it was a victory here today in the final pre-season before the league's fixtures begin. What did you make of it overall?
I thought it was the most realistic game to what a league match will probably look like. Both sides starting next week. You could see with the way they were set up, they had a plan to try and nullify what our strengths are early doors, and I think when we got that goal just for half time, it changed things a little bit for them in the second half because they had to open up and try and get a goal, which made it much easier for us, in fairness. I said to the lads at half time, it felt like one or two were getting frustrated, but from our point of view, the game management was outstanding. You know, I think did we score about the 40th minute, was it, just before half time? And I think it was just pressure after pressure of keeping the ball in possession. Matt didn't have to make a save in the first half. They were unlucky with a free kick that just went wide. And then second half, once we got the weather on our side as well, it allowed us to play that ball, that bigger ball in behind the opposition a little bit more without it holding up in the wind. So it allowed us to have a couple of different dimensions to our game rather than just keeping the ball. I thought it was a really good performance against a side that I would expect to be right up at the top end of their league, if not dominating it, if I'm honest. Yeah, you'll have to look at, they beat Worksop last week at Worksop, they beat Tamworth, who were in the National League North. So it was one of the reasons, you know, we took this game was because of the quality we'd face. And they're a football club going on the up. You'll have to look at the surroundings and the calibre of play that they're signing to see what they're trying to do. So for us, it was a great test. But I thought from our point of view, in terms of outcomes, what we wanted to hit, we were outstanding. We were really good. Felt like this score should have been much bigger, but that's one of the things. It's probably the only negative, if I'm honest with you, Anton, from pre-season, is that we've not been ruthless enough in front of goal. But in terms of performance, in terms of result, be happier.
I was going to say, in terms of performance and result, you're more than pleased with it. It's just that ruthlessness, but that can come with time, can't it?
Yeah. I think you look at Josh Hancock, how many goals he scored during pre-season. He missed a chance and he was kicking himself. And I'm using him as the example because the amount of goals he scored. But if we'd have put 4 or 5 away, I don't think anybody would have been surprised. Their goal was a fantastic finish, wonderful goal, but come from sloppy play from Matt. He's been arguably our best player through pre-season. In terms of building as a platform player from the back, and they give one away, we got punished. That's what happens. That's the risk and reward element of possession-based football, playing out from the back. So, really good, really pleased. All the outcomes hit. Every member of the squad was involved today for the first time, either through injuries or hair transplants or different things. So to get you on the pitch was good to see, and it allowed us to rotate a little bit as well. I
was going to mention Banji. Like, what did you see from him today that you can implement throughout the season?
Well, it just gives you a totally different outlook to probably what Jordan does. I think everyone looks at him 6'5" frame and thinks he's just a big lump of a target man. He's much better than that. The quality on the floor is outstanding. He offers the one in behind, but he's just another problem for the opposition when he comes on. So it was nice to make a proper like for like with Jordan for another number 9 coming on, and it was good to see him on the pitch. Obviously he's going to be a bit behind everyone else naturally because that's his first minutes, and there's probably 1 or 2 others who are still a little bit behind in terms of where we wanted them to be, but in terms of performance levels, every individual today were ticked every single box that we asked of them.
In terms of everything that you've seen in pre-season, do you feel like you and Bernard are fully prepared now going into next week, that start?
Well, you think you are. You always think you're prepared, or you'd like to think you're prepared. Someone said that they're not, but we feel like we are. But the proof's in the pudding in results. So it all depends on what happens next Saturday. We couldn't have asked for a tougher game away at Rylands. We know what happened twice last season against them, home and away. So the proof will be in the pudding at the end of the game. But we're all about the process of what we've done during pre-season, what we do on the training ground. Are we seeing what we do on the training ground in games? Can we reflect that when it becomes a league match or a cup game? Can we do that when the pressure's on and the opposition are trying to pick 3 points up as well? Proof will be in the pudding this time next week. But we're happy with what we've seen so far. Delighted with what we've seen so far, to be fair. But it counts for nothing. When the pressure comes on, that's when we'll find out what we're about.